Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis. With me today is Jiunn, Seth, Gaius, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Good, man. Happy Monday. Whoop, whoop.
So today we are talking about the Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real Nicaragua Toro. Cigar is more of a Toro Extra 6-inch by 54 ring gauge. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper, binder, filler, all listed as from being from Nicaragua. Blender is Rafael Nodal and AJ Fernandez. Price point is $9. Cigar was released in May of 2020. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
I think I just copy pasted my notes from that Hoyo we just talked about. But I thought it was linear profile. It was smooth. It was undeniably AJ created. So, with that said, I get every time I smoke AJ cigars, there's good amount of earthiness. There's some creaminess that follow. And it's just like that kind of a linear profile. So I thought personally it was a average flavor profile with amazing construction, of course, again, because it's AJ made. And I do want to get into some other kind of thoughts about why it is good that this was an average tasting smooth profile later.
Okay. All right, Seth, what were your overall thoughts on this one?
I don't even know what that means, June.
I don't even know what that means. We'll get back
I
to it.
love it.
I don't know. I will get
Teaser. He's just teasing them.
It's
Yeah.
a teaser. No,
Teasing.
I think this is the linear cigar. But it was solid flavor profiles, delivered, earthy, soft cocoa. The finish had this cinnamon, nutmeg, and cedar profile, which I really liked. And it wasn't like wowing, but I think I was just more impressed that it kind of delivered something along those lines, and that's why Aaron was like, "You're really not talking nice about this, but you're just giving an average." I was just feel like my wife is just pleasantly surprised by my husband being average. So, but listen, great construction, great burn line, great draw. So, solid steak. What about you, John?
Well, I definitely got the nutmeg, and I also found it pleasant. But I mean, you can say that the nice thing about this cigar is that typically what we see is in a lot of cigars, first and second third will be a particular score, and the last third is one step down. You can say this cigar smoked very consistently from start to finish. There's no harshness or off-putting flavors in the last third. That being said, linear is a good word for it. I just, I can't say I was particularly engaged. And maybe, if you're a Connecticut smoker and you just want something really, I wouldn't say light, but like nothing that challenges your palate, then, there's nothing wrong with that. And as June said, and I'm kind of exhausted at saying at this point, I mean, there's no questioning AJ's construction. I should have known. I didn't know until we started this review that it came out of AJ's factory, but that makes perfect sense because it's got a linear profile and it's got perfect construction. So, it's kind of unfortunately par for the course more often than not. Aaron, how was your experience overall?
As normal, I'll be the dissenting member of the group. The cigar for me started out subpar. Char was immediately in the profile, which is not a good start. It came back up to average in the second third as it kind of got a little bit better balance. But then in the final third, the char just kind of took over again and just dropped it back down to subpar. So, the cigar never got off the ground for me. I don't see it as something that I'd want to revisit. So it's just a big old pass for me. I didn't have perfect construction like you guys did. I had a little bit of burn, touch up issues, whatever, and a little bit of snug draw. So I don't know. Maybe I just got the bad one out of the box. So. All right, let's get into the scores. This is an interesting one. So June, Seth, John all scored it at 5.75. I gave it a 4.33. So we'll just kind of go in same order that we did through the review. So June, your 5.75, how'd that match up for you?
Linear profile, perfect construction, 5.75, and that's exactly what Seth and John's going to say.
All right, Seth, how that did June say what you wanted to say, or?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it's a solid 5.75. I do think that while the cigar may not be a 6, 7, like really high rated, I do think that it's going to be really successful for the company. And I think I don't think it was the intention of releasing it during a pandemic, But what I'm seeing is with so many people buying brands that they're aware of and they're sticking to these solid, older, bigger companies, adding something like this, which is new, but also within that comfort wheel of what people have known and smoked, I think it's going to do really well.
All right, John, how's your 575 matchup?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, what Seth is saying there. It's certainly not going to offend anybody. And, like I said, the fact that 3 out of 4 of us thought it was a very consistent experience probably speaks a lot to how the end consumer is going to react to the cigar. That is, you can buy a box of these and get a similar experience all the way through the box, except if you're Aaron. So, I mean, I think that speaks a lot to blending consistency and construction consistency in terms of how they're placing the tobaccos within that cigar. Aaron, you want to walk us through?
Yeah, my score matches up well, and I mentioned a snug draw. It was actually a little loose, so I'm not sure if that played into the flavor issues with the char and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a subpar flavor experience, and the construction was okay. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't perfect like you guys had. So yeah, my score matches up well. It's just I know AJ could put out some good cigars, but I just feel like these other brands that just keep going to them is just kind of taking the easy route instead of like putting something together themselves. So,
and this is supposed to be a collaboration with Raphael, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to see them do a little more stuff in house. They've got talent in house. They should just utilize it. I think it's the better way to go. But I mean, they've done a ton with AJ. So,
let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's try something new.
Move on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some better chefs.
All right, Jiunn, what did you want to talk about with this cigar?
Oh, how a linear, smooth profile is a good thing for this cigar. It's actually kind of what Seth was saying. I was thinking, for such a big national recognized brand, I don't think you want to take a lot of chances. I think you want to hit that demographic where they could pick it up. It's easily identifiable, amazing construction, but with flavors that are not too offensive. Not a lot of spikes in spice and strength, where you could just kind of have a smooth profile, medium strength, medium body. And I think that makes sense for something like this cigar. But, I just personally don't think it was that good.
Bye. What's that show? What's that MSNB stock market show? Bye. Sell.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
What's that guy? Mad Money Kramer?
There you go.
Yeah, this is a bye.
All right. We just catch this video on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to us. But also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.